Hi guys, it's Matt and it's
Brett?
hello, hi, and welcome to another coffee and hobby.
Mhm.
Yes, guys. So Brett's just landed in his new place of residence, and I'm going to hand over to Brett. Give us an
Yeah,
update on where you've been, what you're doing.
yeah. I've been in Saudi Arabia now for the last 3 weeks, and this will be my home country now for the next 4 or so years, if not more. And you can imagine for every wargamer what that's like to move all your stuff to a new country and to set up shop. It's a very long, slow process, but it's
Yes.
a good process. And slowly, I'm getting there with my hobby room. Yeah, so it's good so far.
Yeah, I can only just but imagine because I know what it was like moving from a small village to the town that I live in, uh,
It's a lot
which is
too.
approximately 12 miles away, and I had to move all my stuff, and I still haven't sorted all my stuff out. So I can definitely imagine moving into a whole different country, and continent. In fact, you're in a
Yeah.
different continent.
It's definitely interesting. Like before coming here, and I respect the laws here. It's a great place to be. Um, but I had to like send some pictures of my miniatures
Okay.
to the authorities to make sure they didn't think it was a religious idol.
Yeah, of course.
All these things could be interpreted that way. Now, luckily, Saudi Arabia is modern enough to kind of see past it, but there's always that risk that when the
Mhm.
ship comes in, they'll confiscate it as religious idols.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
that was okay. So
Okay. Well,
that's
when I send you Ramadan presents, let's call them.
yeah.
And that the like anyway. When if I send stuff over to you, let's say like that, I better make sure that we've got copies of that in the post, so the guys there know that it's
Okay.
not a religious idol.
Yeah.
Though some might say that War Games is a small religion, but there you go.
Yeah. One that few people worship, but we're out there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was funny because I had to send them pictures, and I had to send them like everything from like small foot soldiers to big monsters. So I'm sending them pictures of like medieval knights and like a cockatrice. Like,
All
so,
right, that's not, yeah, that's not too bad, do you? Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to disrespect the culture, but sending out Crusader miniatures and stuff like that, yeah, that could be quite interesting. So,
they're
though
very
Saladin was Kurdish, not Saudi, so
yeah.
yeah.
They're very understanding. They're very good, and when it comes down to it, bringing our stuff in was perfect, and it arrived when they said it would, and they're very good, very careful. So like in the end, I didn't have any issues. There is always a small risk, but it's very small. So I was very happy with all that. So.
If what's the local wargaming shop like there?
You know, it's funny. I've
Is
already
there one?
there is yes, there is one shop that's a board game cafe that
Okay.
sells Warhammer and specifically Games Workshop.
Okay.
And I actually communicate with people, and everyone here speaks fluent English as well as Arabic.
Okay.
And they welcomed me down, and they said mostly people play Warhammer, but they said if you ever want to host like an event, like a Frostgrave thing or something like that, and teach people, that's
Nice.
the thing. And it'll be a cultural change, I think, to teach people a new game because they've only known Games Workshop here, and it's still a new hobby here. So but there is a store, so there's that
Oh,
at least.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I generally didn't think there would be. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it'd be interesting to. I mean, I take it just locals play in there, maybe a few expats or
Yep. Yep.
guys. So people working over there. All right. So yeah, it'd be interesting to try and see how Games Workshop players move over. To be honest, they know how to play a war game. They roll some dice and move on, don't they? So
They can do that. Yeah.
it's not that much of a
Yeah.
culture shock, really.
Yeah.
So, but no. So you've got your room set up there at the moment.
Yeah, I can give you a very quick tour because it's just a small area. So just to give a little bit of premeditated talk, it's a room in progress. So I'm actually getting another wall built because it's right now the upstairs like second living room. A lot of houses here have two of everything
Okay.
because back in the day, women would go to one, men would go to the other to hang out. So we actually have a second living room in our upstairs, and we're slowly turning that into my hobby room. And that will take us building like a closing wall to make it a room. So it's just a small area, but I got something. So I'll do a quick show on my laptop. I'll see how my laptop recording is going, but I got my hobby shelf.
Nice.
Getting quickly filled with all my stuff, unpacking and everything. And there's a wall. This is going to be my new hobby table, which I've already set up. And ignore my son's crib there because this will be moved eventually. But there will be a wall built across here just to close everything up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, slowly but surely. And some good news too. So things are happening. I will be doing videos, but I did manage to get some Americans here and teach them Frostgrave. So you see 2 battle mats here because I had a group of Americans that are curious already learn Frostgrave, and they've pledged to play Frostgrave. So
nice.
Bringing the good word here.
Yeah, bringing the word of Joe.
Yeah. And it was good because culturally, I'm Canadian, they're American. It wasn't like a crazy
no.
Over. So it was very easy, and a lot of them are D&D players. So it was a good.
Yeah. So that's definitely. I mean, that's like when I played Rangers of Shadow Deep. It was like, hang on, this is a role-playing game on a tabletop, pretty much. So no, that's cool. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that reminds me, I need to send you those bits and pieces over actually that I said I was going to and didn't. So I will get to that after this. But yeah, so that's brilliant. So what's your plans for your first video?
Yeah, I do have. I want to start strong, start big. Still waiting for some furniture. So I'm like, what can I do until I get my actual hobby desk? I got my wargaming table, but I need my hobby desk. But while I wait for that last few pieces of furniture, I got a 1997 Warhammer Fantasy Idol of Gork unopened. I'm gonna tear open for everyone to see and see what it looks like. I knew of Warhammer, but I was still pretty young. I wasn't playing this yet.
Yeah.
So I can see why I missed it, but it seems really cool for those that don't know much about it. You get pop-up terrain, which is quite unique for Warhammer.
Yeah, they're back in. Yeah, I've got some old Warhammer card terrain actually. It's really nice, and you can add like details to it. So it's a good bit of kit actually, I think.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be opening this up in a reveal just to take a look at it. It'll be new for me, which I'm excited. And then eventually, I'm going to take the campaign rules that are part of this and do a full-on campaign with it. So I'm very excited. Yeah, but it may not be with Warhammer Fantasy Miniatures because I just don't have any. But I'll use my Knoll army and my human army, I think, to phase off in this campaign. So.
Sounds good to me. What are you going to use? Saga Magic or? Yeah.
I think you nailed it. I think I'm going to use Saga Age of Magic rules for this just to start up because I can probably bring someone on board to play along, and I think Saga is an easier game to teach and get started.
No, I think so, yeah.
Great game like Warhammer, yeah.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah. And it's a good entry game as well, Saga Magic. You can get the guys, you don't have to paint, go straight into Oathmark and you think, oh, I need 10 units. Actually, that's 200 figures I've got to paint, sort of thing. So it's quite daunting for somebody coming in from playing, say, I don't know, Kill Team with 10 figures. And
to be honest, I would also do Oathmark, and the same thing you just said. It's such a big game to get new people in. So I'm going to start with Saga, where it's smaller units and still a good game. So
yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Awesome. Anything new with you in the hobby?
I've been super busy. People may know that I do Oathwire, so I've been doing that. I'm working on something that with Chris P from Oathwire as well, which keeps me up at night because they've got that lovely little time difference across the pond. So some nights we're talking about what we're doing. It's 12:30 here at night, and then I've got to get up in the morning. So,
well, you have to get up in the morning and talk to me then too. Right?
Yeah. So
you're doing right now.
It's just like I've been doing some battle reports. The guys have been seeing what's going up on there. Learning. That's a big thing I've been doing. Learning how to do editing. Learning that I need a new computer to help me with editing because it's hungry. They're definitely hungry. Learning to do that. I've got some new software I'm going to need to sort out and practice using. So I've got the Adobe set. So I'm looking forward to using that. But I'm not going to. I need some time to sit down and play with that and so I'm going to do that slowly. I might use it on a short video or something, but at the moment, so there's that. I've been trying to paint very successfully, just because every time I do something, I seem to be playing a lot, which I know that it sounds a thing to not moan about, but actually I'm like, well, should be painting at some point.
It's hard to find that balance, right? When should you play and when should you paint? Because they're very much equal parts of this hobby.
Yeah.
I get it.
I mean, last weekend I played Friday night. I played Frostgrave. Well, I played Monday. I played Frostgrave. On the Wednesday, I played. Frostgrave, actually, now I think about it, and then on Friday I played Frostgrave, and then on Saturday I played 2 games of Oathmark. So all my time basically was used up playing games. So I've got 2 new guys coming over to me to play. I've got one that's never played any war games at all, let alone Oathmark. Wow. So he kind of got into figure painting as a hobby, because he used to do radio controlled cars, but planes. He hasn't got any space for it anymore, and he wanted to do something. He got himself into painting, and we got talking about it, and I was sort of giving him some hints and tips. Not that I'm a pro painter or anything like that, but I just sort of paints and brushes and what to do. Anyway, so he's coming over, and we're going to record that, and I'm going to use that on the how-to for Oathmark. So I'm going to show, record him moving and explaining how he moves, how he does the attacks, and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, he's really super excited for that. And then I've got another convert coming over. He's already a wargamer, but he wants to come over and play. So yeah, and there I've got one guy from the club, so that's super exciting. Just bringing more people into
yeah.
I
was just saying, I just picked up some Oathmark miniatures. I just got the goblins. I never had them before. And the light infantry dwarves. And my hope is to slowly teach Oathmark while I'm here too. So that's exciting all around.
Yeah. So yeah, I've got a busy week next week. I've got people don't need to know but I've got a busy week. I've got a wedding next week, not mine. My best man at, and I've really ain't got much on. I got a bit too much on, so I am going to do a video next week. I'm going to do it's been on the Facebook page. Some people have done it, but I'm just going to do, because I did it. Because the base, so basically you've got like the bases come in a little frame, which is ideal to turn into a movement tray that you can get 10 figures into or 5 cavalry into. So
the Oathmark base is the surrounding part?
Yeah. So the little plastic bits that come around it, so they're made by Renderer, so the little green plastic thing. So you basically get that comes on a frame. So I'm just going to basically show you what I did. If you're not wanting to spend vast sums, but you can spend enough on movement trays. You could spend 40 quid, 50 quid on movement trays. If with this, I'm just going to show you what I did, because I made 3 or 4 up, because I didn't, at the time when I first started here, I wasn't sure if I was going to start investing big money into things. Well, big money, some money. And so I'm going to just show you what I did, what I did, because I think it's a quite handy little bit of info. You can, I'm sure there's a lot of better model makers out there that can make it look a lot better, but it's basically using empty box that comes with the Oathmark, some glue, and some stuff that you use for basing, and a bit of paint job on it. So yeah.
I like it. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing that video. It should be good. It'll be very useful, I think. So.
Yeah, I think so. That's why I thought I'd do it. So yeah, that's it really. I've got another battle report to edit as well. So that'd be interesting. We started a new. We relaunched. It's like a bit of Bob's Burgers. If you've seen that, they always have a relaunch of our campaign. So I've got a new player on board for that, who's one of the guys that are on my videos, Martin. He's come up with some fantastic new campaign rules that me and my friend didn't have included. So that's really good. I was like, "Ooh, these are good," and we're going to restart that. So I'm super looking forward to that. The way we're doing our campaign is more so it's not following the traditional way. We've got empty lands that you can go and invade and add to your kingdom. So
I love that.
yeah, and then you move your armies around. We've got use roll 20. You can move your armies around, and the task is there's an island in the middle of the island that's got a load of the unique territories in there, and if you capture that island, then you win the game. You become the dominance.
I love that. That's great. I love that extra layer of strategy on top of things, that geography.
Yeah. I mean, the first reiteration that we did was really good. So it petered out a bit because of various reasons. So, but yeah,
good. Well, I think this is all us for now, right? I can hear my son screaming for me in the background. So
that seems a reasonable time. That's
my alarm.
The whistle has blown. Yeah, no, it's good to see you, Brett. I know we haven't spoken for a few weeks, so it's really good to see you. I'm looking forward to your videos coming out. I'm really looking forward to seeing that reveal. And yeah, no, we'll have to start. That means we're going to have to start looking at old Warhammer stuff to see if we can procure it to send it over to Saudi Arabia. So awesome.
That would be great. Definitely. Well, that's all for now then, guys. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. And everybody, thanks for watching, and see you later.